Well, it seems to me like I'm gonna have to get some kind of normal ass 9 to 5 type of job or something if I want to be able to pay bills and make any fucking move forward. I was doing good with DoorDash for like a couple months there, fucking making, easy. I mean, I was making like $100 with $100 doing DoorDash was like 4 or 5 hours or something, maybe. I could start at fucking 8 or 9, and by the time it was 11 or 12 or something, or even earlier, I could fucking already have made $100, like before fucking lunch. Is how it was going. Then all of a sudden, this last fucking week or something, it's just been ever since I got in the apartment and started fucking trying to do it here. It's just been slow as fuck, dude. Basically, or I've been getting sent all these like. I mean, to some extent, maybe it's because I'm doing more shop and deliver, or they've been sending me a bunch of crap that like. I've already told them I can't go to the fucking 7. I'm not going to the fucking 7-Eleven locally here. There's too much tweaker drama and cycle bullshit over there. I can't go to this fucking Kento place around here because some, gangsta wannabe manager dude fucking has some kind of issue because my app was glitching out on my old piece of shit phone or whatever. Don't you ever come back here, it's gonna be on, son. Bullshit. And he's the fucking manager of the place, so he had no reason to fucking. He's just in a shitty mood, being a fucking dickhead, basically. There's 2 places I can go to in this town, and then they've started like trying to send me all these fucking goddamn orders, like, oh, go 20 miles one way for fucking $5. Sending me all of the shittiest fucking orders. And I've asked other people, hey, has it been really shitty and slow at DoorDash? Oh, fucking doing great. So it's fucking making it's going really good. I've got like high ratings in every regard. Top dasher. I've got like 4.9 something customer ratings with a bunch of above and beyond, close to 5-star on that. I got like still upper 70s as far as the acceptance rate, even though they've been sending me a bunch of shit. I'll take some of the close by shit to try to have a little bit of leeway to turn down some of the other shit, Because they're trying to fucking, it's like they're trying to drive my acceptance rating down so they can stop me from having top dasher status or something. It feels like they're out to get me or something. Like DoorDash is out to fucking get me. I was making more money delivering and the shop and deliver crap, right? Even if I'm making fucking, if I have to go shopping and pick out 20, 30, 40 items or something to deliver to somebody, and they're having stack and shop and deliver orders with a bunch of items, man, I'm having to use like a fucking hour of my time or more. So if I'm not making at least fucking $15 or $20 or something, then I would have made better money fucking delivering a bunch of $3 or $4 fucking orders for McDonald's or Burger King or fucking some shit like that in that hour than I would fucking wasting the time fucking shopping and going through a bunch of bullshit to, And then there's other orders they want to send me way outside the fucking dash zone, like, oh, it might be an offer that's like $11, but they want me to drive fucking, 8, 9, 10 miles out into the country or something, and then back. While the other time I'm just sitting around in a parking lot, fucking half hour, 40 minutes or more goes by, or 45 minutes, nothing comes in, nothing but either nothing at all or just crap orders where they want me to go like fucking 20, 30 miles one way for $5 or $6 or something. You're prioritized for software. You're like, what the fuck? And I didn't see hardly any other dashers out dashing either. Maybe they're fucking just like a couple here and there. I was out for like 10, 11 hours or something today. 10 going on 11 hours today. Made like $110. And I took a couple orders where I drove like fucking, 10 miles or more. For about $1 a mile or barely over $1 a mile. Because I was just sitting around waiting and waiting. I took some lowball fucking, super low tipping or even a no tip or two or something just because I wasn't making shit. I was sitting around there for like a fucking half an hour or longer at a time sometimes with no orders coming in. And it was like this on fucking Monday. Actually, I don't even think it was this bad on Monday. I made more money actually going out on Sunday. I went and actually did more of the crap orders and I ended up making more money, yeah. But I ended up blowing through like a half a tank of gas in the process. I've had these, or more, driving ridiculous distances, driving to other towns that don't make that much and I have to drive all the fucking way back, I was dashing basically this town consistently for almost 2 fucking months, full time, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 hours a day, 5 to 7 days a week, basically. Most of the time I'd dash that much. Sometimes I'd freaking, I'd just be like, oh, I didn't feel like going as long, so I just dashed for 4, 5, 6 hours, and I made $120, $150 or something, and I'm like, oh, that's good. I'm okay for today. Now it's like I gotta go out and dash 10, 12, 15 fucking hours or something just to make $100 or something. It's fucking ridiculous. I'd be making more money fucking flipping burgers, pumping gas, and not putting a bunch of miles on my car and having to fucking dodge pedestrians all the time and shit. And other cars. But people just consistently ordered fucking DoorDash for a couple months straight, and then they're like, oh, we're just gonna stop ordering from DoorDash now. Either that or like, I don't know. They just like let me go and have decent orders coming in until I got over 1,000 orders or something, or I got up to 1,000 orders, and then they're like, oh, he's got past 1,000 orders now. Let's start sending shit back to him again. Now that he's got a high rating and over 1,000 orders under his belt, let's just send him shit. I was doing pretty good with fucking DoorDash for like a couple months. Or 6, 7, 8, however many weeks, basically. It was like easy to pull $150 in a day without having to use more than maybe a quarter tank of gas. A little over a quarter tank maybe. To pull 150, 200, 220. Now in the same amount of time, It's like now I'm getting $100 or something, or 120 or 110. It's like, fuck, dude. I'm spending goddamn near all day out there dashing just to make the amount of money that I was making before lunch the previous fucking weeks. What the fuck? I just got an apartment and everything. Just had to replace the fucking rear shocks on my car from all the dashing, the shitty parking lots and shitty driveways, and deliver out to the country and then back out on the road, back out down narrow driveways with fucking 8-10 foot deep fucking ditches on each side of them. Because nobody will open the gate to let you pull in to turn around, or back out down some narrow ass driveway you could fall down. Sometimes in the dark onto some busy street with cars flying past at fucking 55, 65 miles an hour. That's fun. And drive around with fucking pedestrians trying to throw themselves at your car, all dressed in black in the dark, and all the crazy people fucking driving around ready to wreck into you or won't let you get out on the fucking road. Lets you drive like a fucking maniac. I don't know, man. I'm doing pretty good getting that fucking money for a while there. If it keeps up like this, man, I'm just gonna have to be like, would you like fries with that? Oh, fuck. Because I'll be making more money doing that, probably. Go get some job painting or something, or stocking shelves, or become some stupid phone salesman shit, you know. Good afternoon, sir. I'm just calling from Empire Midwest. We're here to ask if you would be interested in changing your pipes out. Yes, we have the best pipes in town, sir. I don't know what the fuck. How would you like to try our new Xfinity fucking wireless service, sir? Would you have a moment to hear about our new wireless plan? Oh boy. You can do tech support. Sir, have you checked to see if it's plugged in? Yes, the cord. There should be one end that goes into the back of the computer, and the other end should go into the wall socket, sir. Yes, sir. No, not a socket wrench, sir. The wall socket, sir. Yes, you have the three prong. Is that plugged in, sir? Have you checked to see if it's turned on, sir? No, sir. That is not a cup holder. That is not a cup holder, sir. I think I know. I think I understand what your problem was. Okay. Sir, have you tried to see if you're retarded? Sounds like you might be retarded, sir. I wonder what you need to get a job just like installing, being like a cable repairman or cable installer or something. You know, somebody that, or doing internet installations for old people that, or whatever, lazy people that got Wi-Fi or got a ordered Xfinity or something. You know, one of the people that comes by and like hooks up their modem and shit, and or fishes lines under the house or whatever the fuck you know. That's probably decent pay. I could fucking do that. Of course, actually getting hired doing something like that would probably be trickier. It's like something I already know how to do. And I could be tech support, depending on. Well, my tech support skills when it comes to modern day versions of Windows may be a little outdated. Because after Windows 7, I basically said fuck Windows and switched to Linux. I'm sure I could remember my way around Apple crap, and I can do basic like electronics repairs. Probably could fix like broken ports on laptops or replace a screen or something. Of course, that's kind of a pain in the ass, but it's not too bad if the pay is good, right? And I could certainly like basic troubleshooting tech support shit for like Android phones and stuff like that. And of course, that's if I want to hire me for that sort of shit. I know that you give me a modem and some cables and hookups and stuff. I can take the shit to somebody's house and install it for them and have it working. And I could fix basic issues on like various different smartphones and stuff. Like this, my mom's husband John, he'd always have this issue with this smartphone that he got, where because he got one of these stupid, basically the smartphone made stupider that they trick older people into buying and stuff. You know, and they have this issue where it wouldn't ring or wouldn't the thing wouldn't show up on the screen. You just had to change some settings around and reset something and make it work. You know, I could fix little weird issues on phones and stuff like that. I could probably do a soft mod on an original Xbox if you had an original Xbox with a functional DVD drive that goes with one of the old functioning DVD drives in it, and a copy of, I think, Ghost Recon 2 or something like that. Ghost Recon, one of those, I don't remember. Might even be able to do a hard mod or whatever with a ship, possibly. I don't know. It's more of a pain in the ass. You gotta have all the right parts and everything. They have to be compatible with their fucking shit there. Mm. I could probably do. I know a bit about setting up like an arcade cabinet with like Hyperspin or coin ops, you know. Yeah. I don't know where that would come in handy, but of course I can do virus scans and software installation and hardware installation. I can run fucking network cables and set up networks. I know how to do that shit. Some networks can be more of a pain in the ass than others, depending on the operating systems and hardware and software you're working with. I know I'd be capable of managing a motel, probably a restaurant, a store. I'm pretty sure I could manage some. Well, management is, I mean, I'm pretty sure I could do it. I mean, I've lived at a motel at different motels for over the course of like over a year, and I've observed. And I hate to sound offensive in this, but I think I've done a better job than just about anyone that I saw fucking managing any of the motels that I was at without breaking a fucking sweat. You know? Of course, I don't have the experience. Well, I mean, I'm not entirely sure what all it entails. I suppose it depends on how full service of a manager you are. I guess a really full service manager might look after the books with Quicken or something like that. Uh, have some sort of computer system set up to log in the guests, log out the guests, check in their stays, keep records of all the payments in and out of check-ins and check-outs, and fucking make sure that the cleaning staff is getting all the rooms cleaned. And be ready to do whatever other little shit like clean up the parking lots, fucking making sure the trash gets taken out, making sure light bulbs get changed, making sure any electrical issues get taken care of, making sure you call the fire department if somebody sets a fucking room on fire, making sure you are ready to, call whoever needs to be called to deal with any repair, maybe a plumbing issue or whatever the fuck else, hire staff, fire staff, etc., etc. Help make improvements to the room. Deal with people on the phone. Like if some room has fucking is cockroaches. Help deal with managing. Getting exterminator in there or setting off bug bombs in the rooms and shit like that to kill the bugs, stuff like that. Clean up any issues that where paint needs to be fixed. Whatever the fuck else, right? I mean, it's not fucking rocket science. And if you were managing something like a store, well, then you'd have to have a quick access to know and a pretty decent knowledge of your inventory, the location of the inventory within the store, the duties of the general staff. You know, you got your janitorial staff, your stalkers, your checkout clerks, your you got people coming in to make deliveries. You'd have to be there to, manage that and deal with people on the phone for all that kind of shit. And the employee doesn't show up, you gotta call them. What's going on, man? Why aren't you here, bud? And then call somebody else to have them come in and fill in for them, or fucking fire their ass and try to hire somebody else. So yeah, I get the fucking gist, is what I'm saying. Restaurant, same sort of shit. Gotta make sure the place is clean. Gotta make sure the food is fresh. Gotta make sure that the staff aren't stealing money. You keep an eye on the fucking money. Keep an eye on the inventory. So on and so forth, and yada yada. Deal with fucking customer gripes if they're high enough level fucking pain in the ass customer gripes that that an assistant manager isn't fucking capable of dealing with or something. I don't know. I understand that in order to be in a management position, you guys gotta know, have a pretty good gist of what it is that the staff working under you or positions underneath you actually do with their time and what they're supposed to be doing, and exactly in great detail. If you're dealing with some store with a bunch of inventory, you need to have a pretty vast knowledge of where what inventory is in the store, and of course that could be tricky. You'd want to have some kind of like software, like every book, software, etc. You can go through to have access to the information that's already been fucking taken down by previous managers, or else have employees go through and take a fucking stock of the inventory fresh. If you don't think that the inventory is correct, you'd have to go through and have employees go through and manually fucking scan all the inventory into the system to get it set up in a database so that you know exactly what inventory is and where it is, and figure out a plan for how to organize it in a certain fashion so it's easier to find and keep track of and everything. Like keeping certain brands of things together and certain types of things together. You know. I don't know. Just fucking. Gotta figure something out. Make some real money. DoorDash ain't fucking what she used to be. Not recently. I don't know. I guess I made about $120 today, approximately. It would have been more if I would have went out and done more shit orders. Went and drove fucking, put 20, 30 fucking more miles on my car for an extra $10 or something here and there, or whatever the fuck. go out, and I could have stayed out another couple hours around here, kept dashing, sit around. Maybe I would have made it, the pace that things were going, who knows, maybe I would have made another 20, 30 bucks possibly. I seriously fucking doubt it. Unless some like ultra mega super generous fucking tippers or something fucking popped up in there. Stacked some good tippers or whatever all of a sudden. Could have happened. I was just getting fed up, dude. It was fucking slow as shit today. There's a lot of like waiting and waiting and waiting in between orders, and a lot of crap orders that I just didn't take. And I mean, I'd take some of the crap orders that were close by just to add a little more money on or whatever. I just didn't want to go drive fucking 25, 30 miles outside of Dash Zone or whatever the fuck for a whopping $6 or some shit. Be outside of Dash Zone for like an hour or something so I can. I'm not saying I didn't get some somewhat decent orders or whatever here and there today, but decent in some ways and shitty in others. Like, one person paid a decent amount, decent sized tip, but I had to go fucking pull down a long driveway up to a fucking long, narrow driveway up to a gate, and then back out onto a fucking road with cars going like 55 miles an hour to get out of there because they left the gate shut, so I couldn't turn my fucking car around. So that's super fun. And I had another situation similar to that later on, but the driveway wasn't as long or as narrow, so that a little less narrow. So that's nice. Still had the traffic going like 60 something miles an hour going and I had to back out onto it. So that's fun. And then drive down the road to find somewhere to turn the fuck around. Oh, God. How do you get to be one of these people that just like sits on a stool in a vape shop and vapes while they listen to headphones until somebody walks in and is like, yeah, you know what you want, dude? Cool. Oh, yeah, that's great, man. It's good flavor. You like it? Yeah, check it out. Oh, you want some coils, man? Here's some coils. Hey, have a good day, bro, man. All right. And they just sit back down on the stool and pop their headphones back in and like, right? Or a job, something like that. That's ready. It's a job where I can fucking listen to some headphones or some music and kick back, vape or smoke or whatever the fuck, and have a soda, have a sandwich, sit around, sparse customers to come in every now and then, sell them shit, and get paid for it. I know from dashing that I don't want to work at a fucking restaurant. I've seen what that could be like when it's busy. Gas station might be okay because they started letting people pump their own gas. You have to be standing around outside most of the time, not sitting down. And the weather might be shitty sometimes, but usually there's a fucking roof over your head and stuff. A lot of the time you just be standing around or wandering around bullshitting or something. You have to kind of be close to running vehicles and pumping gas every now and whatever. It wouldn't be too terrible, I wouldn't think. I think working in a fast food restaurant would fucking suck, probably. From what I've seen. Working in a fucking grocery store, from my experience, fucking sucks. But it depends on what position you're in, probably. But it's still probably pretty high paced sometimes. A lot of inventory to fucking deal with. You're gonna look at like a retail store or something, right? The kind of jobs that I see in like retail stores, like say Walmart, Walmart, whatever the fuck, right? That look like they'd be okay to me. Is like, I don't know, customer service might be a pain in the ass sometimes. I'm sure there's some days where it's like a nightmare. But a lot of the time it's probably fucking pretty slow and you're just kind of standing around bullshitting or something, playing games on your phone. So sometimes would be fucking just laid back. Not always though. Or like if you work back in sporting goods, you're just wandering around like stocking the shelves. You'd just be like, somebody walks out, oh, you got little canisters of propane or something, like, hell yes, they're over here, sir. There you go. Or can I get a box of that 9 mil or whatever? Yeah, sure. Yeah. I'm just trying to think like what the fuck would suck the least that I could deal with throughout the course of a day. Just sit back and deal with it. Fucking time passes and the day's over and I can get up and be able to do it again the next day without driving me fucking nuts or whatever. Without having to bust my back or bust my balls and fucking doing it the whole goddamn time, you know? I don't mind some work, but I don't want to fucking like just be like bucking hay all day or some shit like that, you know, or stacking 50, 60 pound bags of shit fucking over and over all day. Like, shit, I'm about 40, you know. I'm about 40. I got back issues. I got fucking arthritis in my feet and ankles and shit, and some in my wrists and hands. I'm capable of doing shit like that, but to be a fucking bitch probably wouldn't feel too good for a while. Gotta get some kind of training in fucking like graphic design or some compiler or something. Be able to get a job fucking, coding or something. Game design or fucking designing Android apps or developing Android apps or some shit like that, you know? You're one of these dudes that like, oh, I gotta update the software again. You gotta have to like update your fucking apps on your phone every 2 seconds or some shit for whatever reason. And you just get paid to just like go in and fucking dick around with the code a little more, a little more, a little more. Our new update's released. Here you go. Keep getting paid. I used to do a little coding years and years and years and years ago. Many, many moons. I can solder. I have the resistor chart memorized. I can take I can take computer parts, put them together, and make a computer out of them. If I had to do like mechanic shit, like a Les Schwab or Oil Can Henry's or some crap like that, I could fucking do that. I've swapped out radiators. I've swapped out brake drums. Done shitloads of oil changes, all that kind of shit. I don't even. It would take me a while to sit and think, like, of all the different fucking things, mechanical things I've done to different vehicles. Like, I've done a lot of shit. It's kind of like a semi-advanced level shit, actually, over the years to my own vehicles and other people's vehicles. That was like most of that's years ago. But like basic stuff, yeah. I mean, I don't have the fucking like a shop to do it myself. I'd have to be somewhere where I had access to the tools and jacks and all the crap to deal with the shit. I passed an advanced electronics course in high school many, many moon ago. I used to have some knowledge of coding in QBasic, old, like, original fucking Visual Basic C, prior to C++. HTML, JavaScript, basic fucking shit, you know. And not that it would help, but I was learning about Fortran and Pascal, but that was like shit's fucking ancient, you know. No one's fucking with punch cards anymore. I mean, I could probably learn like COBOL or take some classes or something and learn how to do Visual C++ or how to use compiler for fucking what are they using now? Perl or something? Still C++ and Perl or something now, basically, with like fancy compilers. You just have to learn how to use the software. You don't even have to know the fucking code that well anymore nowadays. I don't know, something like that. I could probably figure it out. Some fucking classes or whatever. I used to be certifiable, ha 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 ha. Still am, but no, I mean Microsoft certification wise, they've taken like their practice testing. They used to have this practice test for, I don't know if they still have it. It was called Are you certifiable? Where you take these tests on like Microsoft Windows environments and network analyst tests and things like that, and it says whether or not you're, passed with a high enough score to be certifiable with a Microsoft certification. I used to be, but that was back in the day when like Windows 7 was still around and shit. People were still using XP and Windows 7 and shit. Hmm. I don't know, man. Trying to think what the fuck I should do. I'm just gonna try to get hired at a dispensary or something to buck weed, or trimming could be a bitch, but if you had some kind of fancy tools or something like electric scissors or some shit, or there's probably some fucking fancy tools to make it easier to do trimming. I mean, it doesn't look like the people at the fucking dispensaries are all that particular about how well their shit is trimmed, anyways, honestly. The way I'd trim it would be so fucking, like, trim my own stuff. I trimmed it up so fucking clean it was, like, immaculate, you know? But that's a fucking pain in the ass. I grew 4 plants back when it first became legal here, and I did a really good fucking job at that. I grew some seriously sticky, icky shit, dude. And I have a basic, like, decent knowledge about, like, how to grow really good shit. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of, like, what sort of knowledge I have that could, or capacity for knowledge that I have that could be rolled into some sort of job or, job in the short term or career in the long term or something that I could actually make decent money at. I gotta be honest with you. I mean, I don't want to come off sound like a dick here, but like, there's people that are working as like psychiatrists and doctors and shit like that are dumb as a fucking box of rocks compared to me. There's probably like archaeologists and college professors and shit that aren't half as fucking smart as I am. But you wouldn't know that by my great resume of life experiences and stupidity. But if you used my brain to its full capacity, I could probably like clean the pollution out of the ocean or purify the lakes on the face of the entire face of the earth, or turn the deserts into fucking forests and farmlands, you know. Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse the lepers, cast out demons. Right. Put an end to all wars. I don't know. Shit. That's just fucking pipe dreaming. You're like, no, there's all sorts of problems in the world that could be fixed pretty simply. It's not that people don't know how to fix the problems, it's that they don't want to fix the problems. Because the powers that be in this world don't really want to make things better. They want to fucking destroy the... Because they're like, I don't know, blood-sucking, satanic fucking pedo demon creatures that run the fucking planet, basically. Or whatever the fuck it is. It's like pure evil fucking... that just wants people to suffer. Basically, that seems to be the controlling power over the entire planet, you know? Make people suffer. You know? Seems to be what they're going for here. Ain't about fixing anything. It's about how can we destroy the entire planet and enslave all of humanity. You know? That's what this shit's all about here. Make them all slaves to pieces of paper so they have to serve us and suck our dicks, and then we can burn them alive and watch them scream. You know? The fucking mindset of the people who actually run the world. I don't want to do that. That's terrible. I just want to take away all their food and make them eat bugs. And then when the bugs will run out, I'll sit back and watch them slowly starve to death. When they turn to skin and bones, I'll work them into their graves. I'm like, oh yes, that's much better. You know? It's like the power of... That's the fucking, like, mindset. I feel like that's the actual mindset of, like, the people in charge of this place here. We've got to keep them busy doing useless shit so they won't ever start thinking about things and realize how fucking evil we are. If they realize they outnumber us 1,000,000,000 to 1, they wouldn't be able to rule over the entire planet and enslave and murder them all so easily. Yes, that would be terrible. We can't let them have freedom or start having individualized thoughts of their own. Oh my god. I wish it wasn't like that, but it fuck seems to be. The world is a vampire. Yeah. That's all this stuff you know, pissing our fucking lives away working for pieces of paper so they fictitious value they fucking make up out of thin air so they can keep us busy doing stupid fucking pointless busy work while they destroy the entire fucking planet and everyone in it. When we're just trying to think, how the fuck can I get enough money to pay my next bills so I don't fucking freeze in this, under a bridge or starve to death? And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, chemtrail haze turns day into night. Oh shit. Well, It is what it is, what it is, it is. I don't know, the only thing people respect is like money, 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 money. Do the stuff and make money. Good for you. Yay. You have cool things and have money. Money. I don't know, man. Nice to have cool things and have money, man. Imagine. I don't know, I have some cool things and it'll be the money here and here. Whereas you could just have some grasping at straws of hope. Someday having something resembling a life. Maybe one day everything won't suck this bad. Yes, yes, one day you'll be really old and you'll have somewhere to live and you can watch your television and slowly die of cancer. You can have food stamps so you don't starve to death. You'll buy all the cockroach sandwiches you can ever want. Oh, lovely. You can sit there and watch porn and drink yourself to death. Sounds like a plan. Well, I'll come back now. Are you here?